Sometimes to truly understand an industry, we have to go off the tape, take a closer look at a privately held company. That's right, one that doesn't trade yet. That's how I feel about the security business right here. We know that ADT, the residential security system provider, has just been an awful stock. But maybe that's because they're terrible operators. Which brings me to Protection One, a security company that was taken private back in 2010. At the time, Protection One was focused on the residential security business, and the company looked like it was facing years of declining sales. Fast forward to today, and Protection One has been able to double its revenue since going private. Without the distraction of having to hold shareholders' hands, this company has transformed itself. And I think if it decides to come public someday, maybe in the near future, the IPO would generate a lot of excitement. How did Protection One do it? Simple. Previously, the company was a pure play on residential security. But since going private, the company's moved into doing more and more commercial security, which now represents 30% of the business, 50% of the new sales. The economics of commercial security are just much better than the residential side. There's a lot more money to be made, especially when you start landing national accounts, like Protection One has done with Rite Aid. You know we like that stock. 4,600 stores, as well as Sears and Men's Warehouse. Just way more lucrative than going from individual to individual, trying to sell them a single security system to protect their home. So let's find out more about the company in the security space with Timothy Wall. He's the CEO of Protection One, a private company. Mr. Wall, welcome to Mad Money.
Jim, great to be here.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
All right, Tim, let me understand this. The residential business, ADT told us, was a fabulous business, and then they've missed their numbers and missed their numbers. You mean to tell me that the commercial business is that much better than residential? Because I know your background. You've been in both.
The resi business is lower market penetration, 20%, big bets on where that's going to go in the future. Obviously, commercial, much higher market penetration. There's a sweet spot in each part of these segments. If you focus on, you can really get the good returns you're looking for.
Well, because that's what I was worried about is, let's say everyone's locked up in commercial. It's hard, and we know we're not putting up as many stores. Those contracts don't come; they'll come up every few years. But as long as there's new housing and people move, residential's got to be a better business.
It's a good point. Residential buyers typically are going to buy once. That system's going to work for a long time. I was with a guy this morning. He's had his for 24 years.
Okay.
Don't buy a lot of add-ons. Sell you something commercially. What I sold you 5 years ago is out of date now. I'm going to get you real excited about some of the newer things. Commercially, you're required to have a system almost all the time, regulatory, fire laws, et cetera. So it's like used cars. You're going to keep buying new cars. And if I'm doing a good job, you're going to keep buying them from me.
I know that you have had a phenomenal run against ADT, but Stanley Black & Decker has got a really good product, too. How are you doing in terms of head-to-head against them?
Stanley, ADT, good national providers for us. That's why we got so excited about Protection One. We wanted to play in that space with a national footprint. Got some outstanding leaders we were able to bring into Protection One with us. I mean, it's kind of like football coach, basketball coach. We play against ourselves. We execute our game plan, we're going to win in the marketplace.
Well, if you had 5 years of declining sales before you went private, what happens when you're private? Who are you able to, I'm going to use a difficult term, were you able to get rid of dead wood? Are you able to just say, okay, look, we can reorient, maybe take a couple of quarters hit that the public markets would never let us do? I mean, what's the secret sauce of being private versus being public?
It's a great question. It's taking care of the customer because attrition is the key metric that we deal with.
Right, that's what ADT has, bad attrition.
Exactly, and when you're public, it's hard to lower attrition because it's probably going to cost you a few more bucks to do other things you should be doing for your customers.
Okay.
It doesn't impact this year's revenue or earnings. You're not going to get a push from it, and yet long term, the best thing you can do for your company is drive the customer satisfaction up.
Now, ATT, I interviewed them at the CTIA conference, and the ATT executive told me without a doubt, look, this is a no-brainer for us. We already are in everybody's home. We're going to offer security, and we're just going to win every account. Do you ever see them?
They've certainly came out in big advertising spend.
Yeah,
so
huge.
They're trying to get there. This is going to stay in their business development for quite some time. I mean, the numbers they need to move the needle to have any kind of impact there are going to be difficult to get, but we'll see how they do.
Okay. Now, what is your technological edge? Is it the Honeywell product?
In terms of what we use a wide variety of products out there. Technology is good in the core commercial. The national player is working for a service edge. The resi marketplace, you're looking at who I'm trying to bring with me.
I see. Okay. And I have to presume, I mean, with this record now that is so much better than when you were public. I mean, you bought the company for less than $1 billion. Do you think now, if it were to come public, that it would be no problem for the company to be valued north of $1 billion?
Without question.
Without question.
I mean, we kind of had a three-pronged approach to this. We're taking it private. This is a good example of taking a public company private, getting that customer sat down, lower the attrition.
Right.
ADT's up at 17 and 18% gross, 14% net. we're at 10.4 gross and 8 net. It's a huge difference. You get that, then you take care of your operational efficiencies. And again, when you got a big company like this, footprint, it's the variance.
Right.
Just shrink those variances, and then you make your market share decisions. How are we going to go get share? But take care of 1 and 2, and then go after 3.
Well, I tell you, if you were public, I would recommend people be long Protection D, and they can do what they want with ADT. That's Timothy Wall, the CEO of Protection One. Let's watch for this in the future. They're doing quite well. Stay with Cramer.